Hello everyone! Today's stage has all the ingredients to excite the contenders for final victory. A tiring route, a plateau exposed to the wind, and narrow roads. It's not the mountains, but the tension will be palpable.
That's good enough, lads. There's no way we can lose the green jersey today. It's good.
Attempt at a breakaway.
His teammates have already started the pursuit, no doubt aiming for a sprint finish.
He's trying to set up a counter-attack. One minute for the breakaway. It's looking good. He does well on short climbs, but he can't really rely on his sprint qualities to hope for a win. He has ambitions for the polka dot jersey. He's a good puncher. You must keep a close eye on him on short climbs. His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out.
In front, he's the best placed in the overall standings.
The riders are already onto the first difficulty of the day, the Montée de Nave d'Aubrac. With 9 kilometres at an average of over 6%, it will require the qualities of a climber to successfully join the early breakaway.
In the leading group, he's the best placed on the points classification.
There will be 10 mountain jersey points for the riders first over the top.
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group.
There will be little respite at the start of the stage. After the summit, the riders will head straight to the second difficulty classification.
Riders are already being dropped at the back of the peloton. It won't be a great day for them.
Counter-attack.
He's placed his teammates at the front to ride you down because you're a potential danger for the stage victory. Just tuck yourself in where you are. This stage must be a part of his objectives, because his teammates are already managing the time gap.
Only the first 4 riders to the top will score points in the mountain standings.
This stage must be a part of his objectives, because his teammates are already managing the time gap. King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group. After the second mountain sprint, the roads will be very exposed. Get into position quickly after the summit to avoid being caught out. You never know. There may be teams that will want to try something.
Acceleration. He must have been instructed to go for the polka dot jersey.
Here's the positions over the last climb.
The riders are now on the Aubrac Plateau. They will need to be on their guard because the area is exposed with no shelter from the wind.
A teammate is beginning to lose touch. Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy for an attack. There's not much going on. Isn't there someone who wants to liven up the race with an attack? His teammates have positioned themselves at the head of the peloton. They will no doubt manage the gap so as to finish in a sprint. King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group. Here's the positions over the last...
Comme ça. Allez les gars, c'est bien. Lâchez. Allez les gars. Bravo. Et voilà. Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, courage. Comme ça. Allez les gars, lâche rien.
The breakaway shouldn't widen the gap too much because he's got his teammates to ride.
The front runners are 10 kilometers from the first intermediate sprint.
Teammate is down. A teammate is beginning to lose touch. The breakaway is 5 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. His teammates are accelerating. They're no doubt readying the intermediate sprint. His teammates have positioned themselves at the head of the peloton. They will no doubt manage the gap so as to finish in a sprint. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. He's got his team riding to set up a sprint finish. This is not the time to hang around at the back of the peloton. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end. He asked his guys to maintain the tempo. Watch him. He must feel able to win the stage.
The head of the race is now starting the climb of the Col de Pere-Taillard, the last major difficulty that faces the riders.
He's been dropped. The stage is too much for him. It's an uneven climb, guys. The biggest percentages will hit you after 4 kilometers. It will be a very narrow road. Stay up front.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. Last time checked with a breakaway, 1 minute. The first 6 riders at the top will pocket the points towards the polka dot jersey. There will be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 and 1 point to be gained. Right now, the first riders are up against the most demanding percentages of the Col de Pere-Taillard. 2 kilometers at an average of over 10%.
We're provisional leaders. Come on, keep at it.
We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers. Breakaway over. At pure climber, Nairo Quintana embodies Colombian cycling. Despite his weakness in time trials, he has had the Tour of Italy and the Tour of Spain among his career achievements.
You have 30 seconds lead. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. Change of leader in the overall youth standings. He's got his teammates riding because he's a danger to the overall standings. You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit. Watch out for him. He's the best puncher in the breakaway.
The peloton is 1 minute away.
Behind you, the yellow jersey is attacking. Attack. For the moment, leave control to the yellow jersey's team. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good.
The first are over and into the descent. There are 30 kilometers left.
It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us. 30 seconds between you and the pack. Attack. For the moment, leave control to the yellow jersey's team. Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton. He's got his teammates riding because he's a danger to the overall standings. Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack. You have 30 seconds on the peloton. If you're feeling good, you can try to drop the others on the next short climb. Otherwise, stay tucked in and try to win it in the sprint.
There will be 2 and 1 point for the mountain standings.
The peloton is 1 minute 30 behind you.
The road to Puy-en-Velay is mostly downhill, but there's no question of freewheeling it, because the slope isn't that steep. The riders will have to keep pedaling, otherwise opponents who have been dropped could catch up. Fabio Aru is an excellent climber, capable of playing a leading role on the Grand Tours. He already has 2 podiums on the Tour of Italy and 1 victory on the Tour of Spain. The head of the race is less than 10 kilometers from the finish. He's moving on to the attack. He's turning the screw.
Go on. It will climb for a kilometer. You can try an attack here if you're not confident for the sprint. Try to spring a surprise. Come on, concentrate on the sprint. It will be a very wide road. Go! You're going to win! You've got to believe! Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
He is in sparkling form and you can clap him loudly. Here's the yellow jersey. Nairo Quintana! trophy room. Let's hope for him that he can add more.
Grandissima vittoria!
He's amongst the leading riders this year. Here's the green jersey of this Tour de France. He will be able to hang this jersey in his trophy room. Let's hope for him that he can add more.
Well done, guys. It's a nice podium place today. I was expecting to see you towards the front, but not necessarily on the podium. Once again, well done. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and without any difficulties, but be on your guard as the wind can lead to bordures. As we've got the yellow jersey, we'll have to shoulder our responsibilities and set the pace in the peloton. But the main opponent today is the wind. Normally, we'd put a cross through this stage, but with the wind, the outcome is unclear. It's up to us.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Finishes in the Rhone Valley are often the reserve of sprinters, and again this year, everything suggests that they will fight it out for the stage win. However, the wind cannot be discounted, and it might put a damper on the smooth mechanics of the sprint trains.
That's good enough, lads. There's no way we can lose the green jersey today. It's good.
Things are livening up at the head of the peloton.
We're reaching the end of the tour, guys. The sprinters will be less fresh, and there is more likelihood that a large and senseless breakaway will be created.
One minute for the breakaway. It's looking good. Watch out for him. He's a real puncher who can come out on top on any finish with a short climb. But he can also rely on a good turn of speed if there's a group finish. He's a puncher, at home on hilly terrain. 1.5 minutes for the breakaway. It might just work. His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out. Both puncher and rouleur, he can rely on his pace if he reaches the finish in a small group.
His teammates have already started the pursuit, no doubt aiming for a sprint finish.
The riders up front are widening the gap, but they're not dangerous. His qualities as a rouleur are exceptional. You mustn't give a meter's lead, especially as he takes short climbs in his stride and has no interest in waiting for the sprint, given his lack of pace. He's primarily a teammate rouleur, even if he's not too bad on a sprint.
When you have a very good sprinter in the team, it makes sense to stick with a breakaway in order to favor a mass sprint and vie for the stage win. Unless, of course, a rider from the team is present in the breakaway.
At ease on short climbs, mountain passes or on the flat, all he lacks is a good turn of speed when finishing in a big group.
Go, 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 go!
On y croit, allez.
He's one of the best punchers, but he's also very comfortable in the mountains. He's a rider who likes short, sharp climbs. His capabilities in the high mountains are relatively limited. He's a relatively complete puncher without major strong or weak points.
Okay, I'm coming to protect you. I'm coming to protect you. Understood. I'll take it easy whatever happens.
Les voilà! Allez, courage, on continue.
The first difficulty of the day is classified as second category. The riders will share 5, 3, 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey. The time gap between the peloton and the breakaway is decreasing.
Okay, I'll protect him. The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
Les voilà! Bien les gars, allez, allez! Allez, 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 les gars! Allez, 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 les gars!
Here's the positions over the last climb. He doesn't seem to want to let you go. You're one of the dangerous riders for the stage win, and you should wait until the end to escape. I reckon we've got too many guys who've broken away. He doesn't want to get caught out, and his teammates will surely ride us down. He's the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. His teammates have already started the pursuit, no doubt aiming for a sprint finish. Okay, I'll protect him.
The breakaway's widening the gap, but there's nobody who's a threat to the overall standings. The next climb is classified as third category. There will be 2 and 1 point available towards the polka dot jersey. The riders up front are widening the gap, but they're not dangerous.
He doesn't seem to want to let you go. You're one of the dangerous riders for the stage win, and you should wait until the end to escape. Watch out! You're not going to be able to attack for much longer. Okay, I'm coming to protect you. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Allez les gars! Allez les gars!
Okay, I'm coming to protect you.
C'est comme ça! continue comme... Allez, 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 allez. Bravo, les gars. Continuez comme ça. Allez, les gars, courage.
He doesn't seem to want to let you go. You're one of the dangerous riders for the stage win, and you should wait until the end to escape.
The time gap between the peloton and the breakaway is decreasing.
The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily.
Allez, les gars. Bravo, les gars.
The breakaway is losing ground.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
Comme ça, les gars.
I reckon we've got too many guys who've broken away. He doesn't want to get caught out, and his teammates will surely ride us down. His teammates have positioned themselves at the head of the peloton. They will no doubt manage the gap so as to finish in a sprint. Okay, I'll protect him. The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway.
Allez, les gars, courage.
The next difficulty is also classified as third category. The first two to the top score 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey.
The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
Allez, les gars, courage.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Allez, les gars.
At the front, he's the best placed for the green jersey. He's the best placed rider in the climber standings amongst the breakaway. He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group.
The breakaway is losing ground.
His teammates have positioned themselves at the head of the peloton. They will no doubt manage the gap so as to finish in a sprint. He's got his team riding to set up a sprint finish. This is not the time to hang around at the back of the peloton. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win. He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group. Stay well up front, guys. The wind is blowing hard, and there could be borders in the final portion.
Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute. There's 15 kilometers to go, and the peloton should soon catch up with the breakaway riders. There's a mass sprint brewing.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
Allez les gars, il fait comme ça. Allez les gars. Allez, courage les gars.
5 kilometers for the breakaway. It should have enough of a lead for the stage victory.
Allez les gars. Allez,
With less than 3 kilometers to go, the winner will be one of the breakaway riders. Is there anyone bold enough to try something before the sprint? The red pennant for the man at the front. He'll soon be able to raise his arms.
The breakaway is under the red pennant. It's going to win.
He tops the standings and will receive the traditional honors. Here's the yellow jersey, Nairo Quintana. Let's hope for his sake that things go as well in the future, but for now, he can relish the moment. He tops the standings and will receive the traditional honors. Here's the green jersey of this Tour de France.
We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is you didn't prove me wrong. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It's a day in the mountains. The finish isn't decided at the top of the climb, but the route is challenging, and it's an important day for the general classification. I hope you're in good condition, because we've got to defend the yellow jersey. We should be able to hang on to it without too much trouble. If we control the race well, we can even think about a top 5 place. Have a good day, guys. Go! Go!